Good morning, grade 5. How are you? Today we complete unit 4 together, and we will discuss lesson 4 together today. Lesson 4 is about the Pancake Day. Of course, you remember well, all of this unit is talking about the celebrations and the festival and the carnivals. And we can say that the Pancake Day is a kind of is a festival or a carnival because they celebrate it in the streets or in public. And they make a very big celebration. Many people share and take part in this festival. How? Actually, it's this Pancake Day happens in or they celebrate it in Britain in February. Actually, it's like a kind of fun there. What they also do, it doesn't depend on special people or ages, but many people from different ages, they celebrate, very young children, women, men, old people, whether men or women, they celebrate and share in this festival. Also, the costumes they wear as chefs. Okay, they wear as chefs to celebrate this day. So they have many symbols to celebrate this day. The kind of clothes they wear. You find all of the media there in this festival, the radio, the TV, to have the photo of the or the image of the whole celebration on TV and radio. As we said, they have many symbols to celebrate this day. The clothes and the costumes they wear, and they wear as chefs. Why? How they celebrate? What they do? Actually, they have all of them. They have pans with them, and inside these pans they make the pancake. How they make this pancake? Actually, it's a mixture like many different substances. They blend them or mix them together to make this pancake, and we can say it's a thin cake. After making this mixture of eggs, flour, salt and some sugar, they mix them together and they fry it on the heat inside this pan, and they flip it or what I mean by flipping it, they flip it. It means that they turn it on both sides or many times over the heat. So we said different people, different ages, very young ones, very old ones. And what else they do? They make races. They make races among the old ones, among the women. They make a race. They start the race holding the pan in their hands and put inside already a pancake, that the one is done, and they keep flipping it, starting from the race or from the beginning of the race till the finishing line, or till the first one reaches the finishing line, and he or she will be the winner. This is the whole idea of the Pancake Day. We will read the text together and we discuss it. Okay. In Britain, Pancake Day, the other name for the Pancake Day is Shrove Tuesday, is celebrated every year in February. So this is the time they celebrate. What at that time? The time they celebrate this day is in the month is February. So is in February, and the place is in Britain. On this day, it's traditional to make pancakes. Traditional. You remember this word. Traditional is an adjective from tradition, and the tradition, something or a way of behaving, okay, that lasted for a long time without it changing. And we have many examples for this. When I say it's traditional to celebrate Sham Nassim every year. So this was our ancient Egyptians tradition. This was a tradition, a way they were behaving or acting or get used to do it in a special time. It doesn't, or we didn't change it until now. We do the same, or we behave in the same way, or we celebrate the same thing. Okay, so this is for traditional. Okay, to make pancakes, which are, so he wants you to know what is the pancake, and he give you like a definition or a name or define it for you and say there are thin flat cakes made out of a mixture. So it's a mixture, many substances. I mix it or blend them together of eggs, flour and milk. Those are the substances I use to make the pancake. So also when I say I will make a mixture or I make a kind of food, I can also mention the word recipe. And the recipe is what is a recipe? When I ask someone for a new recipe, and all of us know the cooking programs. In the beginning of the program, he gives you the recipe for making this food. So he is giving you the instructions for making or for cooking this food. Also, when we mention the word recipe, we must mention the word what? Ingredients, because there is no recipe without ingredients. The ingredients are the food or the types of food I use. Okay, I use to make the recipe. So this is the connection. The recipe is the instructions, and the ingredients are the kind or the types of food I use in this recipe with different amounts and with steps. Okay, they are really easy to make and they are also delicious. Okay, tastes very good with sugar, jam or chocolate on top. People celebrate with both friends and family. It's traditional to flip the pancake, which means throwing it into the air and catching it again in your frying pan. As I said in the beginning, when we started talking about the pancake, they hold the pan in the race and they keep flipping this thin cake, turning it. If they are still making it, they keep flipping it all over the heat till they cooked it. Okay, in your frying pan, some people have pancake races as well. As we said, they make races among the children, the young ones, the old ones, women, men, whatever. They run as fast as they can to the finishing line, while it's flipping the pancake in a pan at the same time. Okay. So, as we said, what is recipe? So this is the recipe. Okay, the instructions I will use to make my pancake, and also those are the ingredients. Those are the ingredients and the types or the things that I will use to make my recipe. Here we have this part. We have some new words, but before we explain this part, I have something to discuss it with you. Okay. In this lesson, we have some words, and we say we use these words for adding information. How? We have some examples to explain for you. How? And before we start, what are these words? We have both, and while we were reading, you noticed that we mentioned these words that they were highlighted in blue. So we use both and as well too, and also. How we use them in the sentence and how they add a piece of information to my sentence, and that's what we will know now. Frank and Bent both are playing football. What word I used here for adding information? Actually, I used both. What the piece of information? It means that the two people are talking about them. They do the same action. I can only use both after the two people are talking about them. Only after it? No, I can start my sentence with it. How? I can say both Frank and Bent are playing football. But I can't use it at the end of the sentence and say Frank and Bent are playing football both. No, I use it this way or the other way and start my sentence with it. In the second sentence, Julia likes cooking and her sister too, or as well. It means either to or as well have the same use. So if I used to, right, or so if I used as well. So Julia likes cooking. And if I didn't mention to or as well and I said Julia likes cooking and her sister. So what I knew about her sister? I knew nothing. So what added to my information that both of them do the same action as to or as well. But I can't use as well or to in the beginning or after the two persons that I talk about them as I did with both. No, I can only mention it at the end of the sentence, either this or that, because they are the same in everything, to or as well. So Julia likes cooking and her sister too or as well. Here the last one we have, she cleaned the house and she also cooked the food. So she cleaned the house and she cooked the food. It's already right if I didn't use also. But I want to add, as we said, to add to my my information that she also did that. She also did that. So, sorry, I can't use also at the end of the sentence. I can't use it this way at all, and I can't say she cleaned the house and she cooked the food also, as I did with to or as well. No, I use it this way. I mentioned the first action she did, and I say, and she also did the second action. As we said here, she cleaned the house and she also cooked the food. We move, to the thing that we were going to discuss. This part here, he wants to know that you understood how we can use these words to add a piece of information to my sentence. And also we have some new words, we will discuss it together. Okay, the shamrock or three-leaf clover is the symbol of Ireland and or both the symbol of St. Patrick's Day, which takes place on 17th March each year. So the answer here would be what? Is the symbol of Ireland and or both? Actually will be and is the symbol, because after both I should mention the two I talk about them, or the two people, or that whatever the two they do the action, I should mention both of them first, or to talk about the thing that they do, or I say both the two they do the action. So I can't use both here because I separated between them. So I say the symbol of Ireland and the symbol of Patrick's Day. So shamrock or three-leaf clover. So this is the shape or the symbol. Symbol, okay, as we said before, symbol is a sign or a shape or something that are used to refer to the thing that I'm talking about. As we said, the festivals have many symbols, or people use many symbols, many signs, many ways to celebrate, to say this is our celebration. So this is the symbol, this is the sign, the three leaf, as we see, this is three leaf kova. Okay, and they celebrated on the 17th of March. Also the Irish, so Ireland is the country, yes, and the people from Ireland, they are Irish, this is their nationality. The Irish believe that a 4-leaf kova brings good luck. Both or two? Yes, you are right, we would use two because I can't use both at the end of the sentence to add information, so I will say two. Here the second symbol is a dragon, and as we said before, is it a real creature or it's not real creature? Actually, yes, it's a mythical creature, and what I mean by mythical creature, it's not real creature. It's only in the myths, and the myths are stories that are not real, and the mythical creatures, we cannot find them in our real life, but they are magical, they are mythical, they are unreal creatures, which symbolizes, so the dragon refers to what? Why they use the dragon? We will read the whole part and we explain it. The dragon is a mythical creature which symbolizes power, strength, and good luck. It's also or two the luckiest animal in the Chinese zodiac and takes part in New Year celebrations around the world. If you remember that when we talk about the Chinese New Year and how they celebrate, and the most thing that they use to celebrate, they hang dragons with red colors because they believe that this dragon brings them luck. Okay, they became lucky when they use the dragon, and also they say that they believe that when they use the dragon as a symbol for their celebrations, it brings them luck, so they will be lucky. Also, it refers or symbolizes. What does symbolize here? We know symbol, this is the noun, but what is the verb? The verb is symbolize. Symbolizes means refer to. So when I say this mythical creature, this unreal creature refers to or symbolizes to power, it means it gives them the power, or it means that they have the power. Also, it refers to what else? Strength. Refers to strength. So they feel strong. They feel that they are lucky. Okay, and they feel also they have the power when they use a dragon as a symbol to celebrate the Chinese New Year. That's why they use the dragon, the mythical creature, to celebrate their Chinese New Year. So the answer here would be what? And with luck, it's also or to. Yes, it's also. I can't use to in the beginning of the sentence. So it's also the luckiest animal in the Chinese zodiac and takes part or participate. The other meaning for takes part or joins in. So join in, take part in, or participate in New Year celebrations around the world. Okay, Concopia. Concopia, this is the shape, this is the cornucopia. What is cornucopia? The cornucopia means a large amount of something, or a supply, a large amount of something. So this is the cornucopia, and they use it to symbolize to the harvest time. What is harvest? I can use the word harvest in two ways, as a verb and as a noun. If it's as a noun, the harvest means the crops, the plants, whatever they planted to start making it up. Okay, this is the harvest. So they harvest all the plants, the crops they planted. And to harvest them is to pick them up, to pick it, to collect it. So the harvest time is the time to pick what they planted. So this cornucopia, this very big horn, they use it as a symbol to the harvest time, to celebrate. So when they come to collect the crops, fruits, vegetables, whatever they planted, they make a kind of celebration. Also we can say a festival, because it's a very big celebration. And they use this very big horn to fill it with vegetables, fruits, whatever they planted. That is the meaning for cornucopia, something that can have a large amount of something. So the cornucopia is the symbol to celebrate the harvest time. So cornucopia, also known the horn of plenty, is the most common symbol of a harvest festival. As we said, what is a harvest? It's a horn-shaped container. A horn-shaped, this is an adjective. It means it has the shape of a horn. It has the shape of a horn. And it's filled with fruits, space grains. So it's filled with fruits and grains. People sometimes put flowers in it as well. So those here he is giving you an example for how to use these words of adding information, and also we discussed the new words for this lesson. Okay. Lesson 5. Lesson 5 in Unit 4 is talking about a list for some guests. And the one who is making this list is Horny. And from the word or from the adjective I mentioned, horrid. Horrid means awful. Someone who is behaving in an awful way. So, Horny. What will Horny do? What is he preparing for? That's what we will know now. Okay, Horny's birthday party. Horny sat in his fort holding a pad of paper. On the front cover, in big capital letters, Henry wrote, Henry's party plans top secret. So, what was Henry holding in his hand? A pad of paper. And what I mean by a pad of paper? A package. Okay, a package of paper. For what? For doing what? For making a list for the guests that will come to his birthday party. Before we start talking about the kind of guests or the thing that he will do, we will start talk about Henry, and we said, or we described him as a horrid kid. So some people, or we describe someone that is horrid. Some people that they are horrid, they look to all the people around them in a way that they feel like they are horrid too. Even if they are good ones, or they behave in a way or in a good way, for them, okay, they can be horrid too. We will know that. Okay, and he said it's a top secret, so it must be hidden. When it's a top secret, it must be hidden. No one knew about it. Okay, at the top of the first page, Henry had written guests, and he wrote with capital letters. Why he wrote with capital letters? Henry's party plans. When I write something with capital letters, it means it's something very important for me. Okay. A long list followed. Then Henry stared at the names and chewed his pencil. So he stared at the list. When I stare at something, it means I look at it for a long time. I look at it for a long time. And chewed his pencil. When you chew this is a verb. And when I chew, for example, I chewed my food, it means I crush it into small pieces to eat it. When I chew my pencil, it means I bite it with my teeth. And actually, the people who do this, we say that they are anxious. What do I mean by they are anxious? I mean they are worried, they are nervous. Okay. Actually, I don't want Margaret, thought Henry, too moody. He crossed out moody Margaret's name. Oh, he crossed out her name. What do I mean by crossed out? So to cross something out is to, it means what? To cross something out. It means it's not existed anymore. Okay, he crossed it. We can say it. He crossed the name from the list. Crossed the name from the list. Okay, so it went out. Well, what was his reason for not inviting or for crossing Margaret's name? Because she is too moody. And the one who is moody, I can say that he's what? He can, or his mood can change very quickly. How? Okay, suddenly maybe he is very happy and in a very good mood. Suddenly he will be very sad. He will be very angry. So he can have many moods in very different times or very close times. So this is the moody person. And I definitely don't want Susan to crappy. The one who is crappy, the one who is annoying people. This is another adjective that he's so crappy. The one that is crappy, he's annoying people around him. So that was another reason for not inviting Susan. Okay, in fact, I don't want any girls at all, thought Henry. So what do you think? Is that the real reason that she is crappy, or that Margaret that she's moody, or because he doesn't want any girls on his birthday? Okay. He crossed out clever Claire and lazy Linda. So Claire is clever. So what was his reason not to invite her for his birthday? And lazy Linda. So if someone is lazy, so it means that no, he will not come to my birthday. Do you think this is a suitable reason or a sensible reason? I don't think so. And as we mentioned in the beginning of our session or of our lesson, that is hard kids. So as I said, that he see all the people around him, maybe he don't, or he doesn't see himself as a hard one, but maybe he is, because we start to believe that he behaves in a way that all the people around him have a problem. Sorry. Okay. Then there was anxious Andrew. Anxious Andrew. Okay, that means he is anxious. Nope, thought Henry, crossing him off. He's no fun. So what was his reason not to invite Andrew? He is anxious. So he's anxious means he is worried. He's worried all the time. So anxious, to be worried, and the antonym for anxious is what? Is to be calm. Okay, so Toby was possible. Why Toby is possible, or he can invite him for his birthday party? Oh, he changed his mind in a second. How? Toby was possible, but Henry didn't really like him. Outwent of Toby, so Henry, but Henry didn't really like him. So Henry didn't like Toby, so he said, no, I will not invite him. And also he described him, and he's how he described him. He said that tough, Toby, and I can use the word or the adjective tough in two ways. I can say the one who is tough, the one who is not kind, or in a positive way, the one who is tough is to be strong. To be strong. But here he means that he's not kind. Okay, William. No way. What's his reason for not inviting William? Thought Henry. He will be crying the second he gets that advent Weeby William. Okay, Weeby. Who is the Weeby one? He described him and said Weeby William. The one who is Weeby, the ones who can cry for very small things. How? Or for happy situations and sad situations. How? Maybe he saw a dramatic scene that someone is crying or someone is lost someone in his life, so he will cry for his crying or for his sadness. Or maybe the other people around him, or maybe he himself is so happy, so he will cry. So it means that the one who is so emotional, sensitive. He can be crying for very small things or for happy things and sad things at the same time. Okay, Wolf. Henry considered Wolf would be good because he was sure to get into trouble. Wow! So the reason for inviting Wolf that he will be sure that Wolf will be in trouble, and you see how he is obfuscated. He will just only invite Wolf because Wolf will be in a trouble. But then what happened? On the other hand, so what I mean by on the other hand, on the other way, he hadn't invited Henry to his party. Rude Wolf was struck off. Struck is a past of the verb strike, and struck off means that he crossed him out too. So crossed out and struck off and went out. The three words are synonyms to each other. And he also mentioned why he crossed out or he struck Wolf because he is rude, and in his consideration or in his point of view for not inviting him for his birthday, he is rude. And the one who is rude, the one who is not respecting others, or who is misbehaving, and he respects no one in his life. And also I can say the rude one, he is impolite, the synonym for it, and the antonym is polite. So polite is the antonym for impolite or rude one. So we're bubbling Papa. The one who is bubbling, the one who is talking in a silly way. Jolly Josh, Grady Graham. So Jolly Josh, why? The jolly one is the one who has a sense of humor, or the one who is a good humor. This is another adjective. So the jolly one, the one who can, he's funny and he has a sense of humor and can make the people, all the people around him happy because he's funny. He can make he spread the fun, around him for the people around him. Greedy Graham, the one who is greedy. Who is greedy? The one who is selfish. We can say that he is selfish and he wants everything to be for him only. Or in another way, the one who is greedy, for example, if we bought a big pizza and if one of us will have a piece, so I can say Graham was greedy for taking the whole or for eating the whole pizza. So he shares with no one because he is greedy and selfish. And dizzy data. And absolutely no way was Beta. So also we're not invite Beta. Wow. Coming anywhere near him on his birthday. That was Beta. No horrid kids. You see, as I said in the beginning of the video, for him, all of the ones that around him are awful, even the clever ones, even the ones that he didn't invite him for his birthday party, the wavy ones, the emotional ones, the anxious ones, none of them will be invited to his birthday party. And what do you think in grade 5? I invite, or I know people, and I say the one who is anxious, I will not invite him, or the one who is emotional and weepy, of course not. Or the one who is weepy can be very funny, or he can be very nice one. So it doesn't mean that I have a problem, but maybe I don't have this problem. This is only who he is. Horrid and awful kid, he says, or he can look for the other ones around him, or in the same way, not himself. Okay, so what is the result at the end? There was only one problem. Every single name was cursed off, so no guests meant no presents. So the problem now for Henry, the horrid ones, the horrid one, that he will not only have presents. His problem wasn't that not to have his friend, the friend that he loved, but his problem was only that he will not have any presents. That's why I mentioned, or I was sure in the beginning to tell you that's how he is a horrid kid. Thank you for listening. Thank you, grade 5. And I hope that you understood this lesson well. And we shouldn't be like horrid Henry. Thank you, grade 5.